Hi, Mark Diaz here for 3danimation101.com. In this video and in this series of videos, we're gonna be talking about how to help you draw well. The purpose of all these next series of videos is going to be to get your hand to do and create what you have in your mind. So in this video, we're gonna talk about the Disobedient Hand Syndrome. Let me explain what that is. Okay, so you have an image in your mind, right? And then you want to put it on paper, but then what comes out is not what you imagined. So in other words, your hand is doing whatever your hand pleases. It's not listening to you, right? And that happens a lot. Now I'm laughing because oh yeah, it's absurd. But it's painful. It's actually like, what? Do I suck at drawing? So the first thing you need to understand is that this is a concept that we learned from Ed Catmull, the president of Pixar. And he says, you are not your ideas. In this case, the way we're applying this is you are not your drawing. So if your drawing sucks, it doesn't mean that you suck. It only means that the bridge between your idea and that piece of paper, which is your hand, is being disobedient. So this is the syndrome, okay? So what happens is that when you have a disobedient hand, you can put hours and hours of practice and you don't improve. So it's lots of practice with very little improvement, right? And that's painful because at one point you can be there frustrated thinking, you know what? I don't think I can improve with practice. And that hurts. That emotionally you go like, you know what? I'm just giving up. So I'm here to tell you, don't give up. It's just that your hand hasn't been trained properly. How do you train anything? How do you train a pet? How do you train your muscles? How do you train habits? How do you train them? With exercises. So the way you train your hand is by giving exercises. You put your hand to do exercises, and little by little, instead of getting all muscly and strong, instead of that, it's going to get more precise, it's going to draw smoother lines. It's going to draw all the little parts of your drawings in the proper place. Everything is gonna start coming out precisely the way you want it. But for that, you have to train it. Now, if you're interested in training, you can start the Rogue Mangaka training, in which we help you through a lot of visual exercises to train your hand. All you have to do is follow the instructions and draw. It's a lot of drawings, so it's a lot of work for your little hand. But after that, oh my goodness, your hand is going to be so grateful, and you and your hand are going to have a magic relationship, and you're both going to be happily ever after. Now, wait. For us, this is very painful because as a school, we get to meet authors, bloggers, some people who do video, teachers, and very interesting people who have amazing, beautiful ideas. But the only problem is that all those ideas, when they put them on paper, they don't look good. So that's painful. And what would happen if all those good ideas were represented exactly the way you wanted? Maybe you could change the world, because there are really, really good ideas out there. And those good ideas are being ignored. That's not fair. Creative people should not be stopped by a disobedient hand. So let me tell you how this works out. So let's say I have this idea, and it's about this samurai who just got her sensei killed. So she's sad and angry, and the killer is behind her, ready to attack. So she gets ready to fight to avenge her sensei. Now, if you look at all of that, you might say, yeah, it's a samurai story, yeah, whatever. Because the drawings are not appealing, right? You are not being drawn into the drama. there's no visual storytelling, the drawings are not good, but just picture everything like that. But we're actually working on an anime scene, and let me show you a couple of sketches we have. Okay, so it's the same idea, but now represented with way better skills. Okay, the way we're producing this animation. So again, I have this idea about the samurai who just got her sensei killed. Notice the camera angles and the quality of the sketches. Now, it's still sketchy, but I mean, come on, look at the quality. Okay, then she's sad and angry, and the killer is behind her, ready to attack her. And he's actually happy that her sensei is dead, so she's angry and she gets ready to fight. Notice the difference? Now, if you're watching this, compared with the earlier version, you say, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Because there are camera angles, there are a lot of things going on, and it's all because now with what I had in my mind, I can put it on paper only when I have a hand that does what I have in my mind. Okay, so the next series of drawings and the Rogue Mangaka is all to help you get your hand do and create what you have in your mind. That's the purpose of this. So stay tuned, because in the next series of videos, I'm gonna be talking about all the little mistakes. I'm gonna be taking drawings from students and are going to be talking about the little mistakes and how you can avoid them. Okay, so stay tuned. This is Mark Diaz for 2D Animation 101. Until next time, take care.